2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the NBA Finals. I'm Ernie Johnson, proud to be with our friends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports, and we are getting primed. And from San Antonio, this game of the series in Spurs territory as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. Checking out Toronto.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The Spurs come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Toronto Raptors. The NBA postseason coming up next.
We're at the sold-out arena in San Antonio, Texas. The NBA playoffs continue. Just two teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. You look at the Spurs. They hold a one-game lead in the series, looking to take 2 straight before going on the road.
And you've heard the adage, a playoff series doesn't start until someone wins on the road. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, as the top seed, all they have to do is take care of business on their home court. They did that in their last game. We'll see if that's the case again here tonight.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Raptors 5 right now. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. Ibaka is the 4 and Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Miles in at the 3. Clock at 6. And Valanciunas penetrating. Count it. Valanciunas has got the first basket of the game for the Raptors.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's DeRozan. Offensive rebound. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Murray's checked in for Danny Green. It's Parker with the drive. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Miles against Leonard. Valanciunas in the high post. Kicks it to Lowry. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Lowry against Parker. Ibaka wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Here's Leonard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
In the corner, Ibaka with it. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
It's stolen by Ibaka. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's DeRozan, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Murray, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka, screened by Valanciunas. Feeds to Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. Shot clock at 6.
There are times where you have to play with a little bit more caution. That's already his second foul in the first quarter.
The Raptors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him.
Spurs making a switch here. Burns checked in. Norman Powell's checked in for the Raptors. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Parker against Lowry. Pulls it up. Rebounded by the Spurs. Come into this one after winning on Tuesday.
Yeah, just a terrific display of shooting that's focused on taking shots that the offense was designed to create.
So many good things can happen for you when you just take your time and get to the spots on the floor where you have tremendous confidence.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Davis Bertans checks in for Leonard. White comes in for DeJounte Murray. It's Mills in for Tony Parker. Raptors also changing it up. Nogueira comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Wright in for Kyle Lowry. Back to Ibaka. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ibaka's got 9.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Rudy Gay's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. The 4th spot held by DeMar DeRozan.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
For Toronto, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:24 left to play in the first. And stolen by Wright. Dishes to DeRozan. Ibaka with a screen on Gay. Off the pick. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
And Wright kicks to Ibaka from 12 feet out. And the shot falls short this time. Spurs trail by 13 and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Siakam is checked in for Serge Ibaka. There's 45 seconds left in the first. Wright, the pass to Siakam. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he makes the first.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Spurs have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Mills, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And Laverne kicks to Bertans. Spurs working the ball around now. Mills dishes to Laverne. Passes to Bertans. 5 on the clock. White with it. Powell's there. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Spurs shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside DeRozan. With 2 seconds left. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
We're trying to extend the possession so you appreciate the effort. Better just to head down the court sometimes and not give up a team foul in that situation.
He hits both from the stripe. Serge Ibaka. He's been the guy making things happen for Toronto. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. And welcome back to our... Spurs trail by 11. Mills teams up with Green in the backcourt. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Laverne. And it's Bertans in at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Gay. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Here's Siakam. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Siakam's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Raptors. Here's Bertans. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Spurs have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. First free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol is checked in for Laverne, and it's Anderson in for Rudy Gay. And Toronto also making a switch. Miles is checked in. And Wright kicks to Miles. He dishes it to Nogueira. Rejected by Gasol.
Got to respect the reach and length of Pau Gasol. Outstanding job of skying up for that rejection.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Spurs. Leonard comes in for Davis Bertans. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Then for the Raptors, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nogueira. And it's Kyle Lowry in for DeLon Wright.
Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
Yeah, just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford to be careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
Raptors leading by 11. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. It's stolen by Green. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Green's got his first bucket in this one. And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And Miles kicks to Powell. Valanciunas with a screen on Green. Here's Powell. Here's Valanciunas. Green with the block.
It's not talked about often enough, but Green averages more blocks per game than almost all other backcourt players.
Anderson passes to Leonard. Over Miles. Got a piece of it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. Parker leading the charge.
Now that's what you're going to get with Pau Gasol, a tremendous passer who's got his eyes up at all times.
Toronto leading by 7. Here is Miles. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. And Toronto also making a switch. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Powell with the screen. Ball's knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Second, LaMarcus Aldridge. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Danny Green.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really effective.
Screened by Valanciunas. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
San Antonio making a switch here. White's checked in. And the Raptors miss again. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Aldridge. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Ibaka's got 11 points.
And not only does Ibaka gain position on the drive, but able to finish through contact.
Here's Murray. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
That's all you can do. Just chisel away at the lead. Keep believing in what you're doing.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Ibaka outside. Valanciunas. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. He has 7.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Gasol, and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Don't see it often, but when Powell gets aggressive, he can be effective. So great at drawing contact right there on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Bertans, he's checked in for Leonard. Gay comes in for White, and it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And then for Toronto, Nogueira's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. DeRozan comes in for C.J. Miles, and it's DeLon Wright in for Powell. And Wright kicks to Nogueira. Poked away and stolen by Aldridge.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2 for 1.
Yeah, and you're going to have to get up a quick shot to make that happen.
Gay passes to Bertans. Here's Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
I don't think LaMarcus is quite as explosive as his younger years, but still has the athleticism to get up above the rim.
Right outside. Here's Ibaka. Connects from three-point range. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
It's good. And 11 points for Aldridge.
There's that 7'5" wingspan coming into play. Aldridge easily making that look inside.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Toronto ahead.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, the NBA. For the Raptors, they're playing well in spurts and find themselves in a very competitive matchup at both ends of the floor. With the chance to even the series up tonight at 1 game apiece, they have a lot of motivation to play tough in the second half. That's it for halftime. Glad you could join.
Hit. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry and DeRozan are the 1 and the 2. They create so much offense. Miles and Ibaka, the small and power forwards. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Miles against Leonard. And it's Miles missing.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Here's Leonard. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Leonard's got his second basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Burns checked in. Rosen dishes to Miles. Miles with another miss. San Antonio leading. It's stolen by Ibaka. Lowry with the ball. He feeds it to Miles. Here's DeRozan. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
There's that length and anticipation. Hard to get the ball over Aldridge in that scenario. Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his third foul of the game. Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Raptors also with a sub. Siakam's checked in. DeRozan passes to Siakam, and it's good. 2 points. Siakam's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
Well, it took 4. They finally got one to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. To the middle. The feed now to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Miles kicks to Lowry. Leonard against Miles. Lowry for 3. That's Lowry again missing. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And finished off by Leonard.
Well, with his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
On the wing, DeRozan. He kicks to Valanciunas. And Laverne gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Rudy Gay's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And then for Toronto, Nogueira's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. Miles. And it's DeLon Wright in for Kyle Lowry. They set the pick. And it's blocked.
Really just amazing defense from Laverne. He really times his blocks well.
Out to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Now here's Laverne. T right on him. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 3-point Spurs lead.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
A wide open look here for Wright. And again, no good by Toronto. The Spurs have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, such smarts there. Green knows exactly where to pick his spots and how to generate some points.
The Spurs have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Davis Bertans checks in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Tony Parker.
And really about as good a free throw shooting team as you're going to see. We're getting plenty of proof of that tonight.
DeRozan against Gay. Wright sets a screen. Powell dishes to Nogueira. Pass to DeRozan. Nogueira kicks to Powell. From deep. And again, no good by Toronto.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
And here's DeRozan. Over to the left wing. Here's Siakam.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Mills passes to Laverne. Here's Bertans. Banked in off the glass. Bertans got 6.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Right outside. Now the pass to Siakam. Gay with the block.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands.
And so it's San Antonio heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
We got to keep the ball moving, keep drawing and kicking.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. Raptors trail by 7. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rudy Gay is out there with Mills, and it's Bertanis in at the 3 slot. That's the San Antonio foul. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Toronto has possession. Wright dishes to Nogueira. To the inside. Mills with the steal.
You could stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands help alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Serge Ibaka.
And this is what Ibaka supporters point to. If given the chance, he has the physical ability and skill set to do major damage on the offensive end.
Here's Bertanis. Here's Aldridge. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
And the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Spurs. Parker comes in for Rudy Gay. Then for the Raptors, Valanciunas is checked in for Nogueira. C.J. Miles comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in for DeLon Wright. Here's DeRozan. That's good from 17 feet away.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Well, there never really is, but you're right, especially coming down the stretch of a tight game. He's a guy you got to pay much closer attention to defensively.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft, Aldridge has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade.
In the corner, Ibaka with it. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 5th assist in this one. Aldridge. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And the defender getting caught in between there. Isn't sure which move Aldridge is going to and guesses wrong.
The first free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Spurs making a switch here. Green's checked in. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
There's the pick. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal. And he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Lowry can't get it to go.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
Well, part of this is on the defense. You let Aldridge get into any kind of rhythm scoring the basketball, and you deserve this kind of punishment.
Raptors trail by 9. And the Raptors call time here. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thanks so much, David.
How about the authoritative throwdown by Pau Gasol, making his presence felt and rocking the rim?
Lowry can't get it to go.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, we've seen him make this shot work, but they can do better.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
Pass to Miles. There's the dish to DeRozan. misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That brings them within single digits.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Gasol kicks to Parker. Feeds to Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. Leonard the pass to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And such a good feel for the game. Kawhi knows exactly what this offense is trying to accomplish and acts as a willing facilitator.
Valanciunas with a screen on Leonard. Here's DeRozan. And again, Toronto no up.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And that'll effectively take care of Game 2 here in the NBA Finals. We'll be switching venues for the next one, but right now, an important win for the Spurs.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Aldridge.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
Lowry for 3, knocks down the 3 ball.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
No question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, not a bad time to be ripping the nets from distance, piling up some major points here.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry,